Okay, that is a beer. Hey everybody, I'm Abel and this is not Cigar Vlog because it is stupidly cold and snowing. So I'm going to instead review the New Belgium Brewery Christmas Ale in a mini keg. So basically, the way this works out is I saw these in Costco, and I thought these were so cool and so cute, I had to have at least one of them. I didn't even care if the beer was good or not. It's this big, huge can with a little doodad on the top here, so you can vent it, as well as a pull-out spigot down here. Now, I've already had one of these, and I don't think you actually have to vent it in order to get it to actually dispense beer, because it is pressurized. That said, you do have to at least have some amount of pressure in there, otherwise you're going to be stuck tilting it in order to get the last like 2 ounces out. Anyway, it says this kind of neat little doodad down here where you pull this down, if I can get a hold of it without breaking it. Then from here you just pull this out. Right like that. And then from here, you just twist this counterclockwise, it dispenses beer. Okay, now something to note, there is this little plastic nub here that I think actually plugs up the actual spigot when it's in storage. And this is supposed to like pop out like it just did. The first time this actually shut into my glass, which was kind of weird. But anyway, much as I would love to show some actual pouring footage, I kind of need to readjust my camera angle in order to actually do that, because it's kind of on the floor and I don't really have a short glass. Give me a second. Okay, so far so good. Never let it be said that an empty humidor didn't have a purpose. So, got a little mug, got a little spigot. Like I said, I don't think you actually have to vent it by opening up the cap on the top first, because it does have to be pressurized in order to dispense, but it does say something about having a vent up here just in case. So I'm going to go ahead and see if this actually pours correctly. Oh yeah. And as you can see, one of the downsides of this mini keg is it kind of rockets the beer out of there like a jet engine. And if you're not careful, you end up getting an entire mug full of foam instead of actual ale. I don't know if this is just my rubbish pouring technique or if this just shoots out of there like a jet engine. But, good lord, that is a lot of foam. Okay, let's go ahead and throw a jump cut in here because I need to get like a legit glass of beer. Oh, by the way, you can see, if you look close enough, it kind of almost wants to do the Guinness thing where you get the little cascade down here. I don't know if that's really shown up too well. It doesn't look to be, but either way, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get this a little more full and a little less suds. Okay, about 10 minutes later, looks kind of like a latte. Yeah. Well, I think that's about as good as I'm going to get and actually still be able to get this video out today. So, as you can see, it actually does end up shooting the beer out of there with quite a bit of force. The cool thing is that it does end up agitating and you end up getting a nice, big, thick, rich, creamy head on your beer. The problem is that you'll end up getting pretty much a glass of foam before you end up getting a glass of ale. So that's probably the only real gripe I have with this. As you can see, the overall appearance looks, well, kind of like a coffee drink. Flavor-wise, sweet, caramelly, nutty, very malty, quite good. Kind of definitely has that holiday kind of vibe to it, you know. Like when I say holiday vibe, I mean like kind of holiday baking spices. There's kind of like a nutmeg kind of clovish kind of thing going on to it. It's actually a very complex assortment of flavors. So I think I screwed up. This is Breckenridge Brewery. Okay, but anyway, this is the Christmas ale, and flavor-wise, it's actually really good. Keep in mind, though, it is, as you can see here, 7.1% alcohol. So it can be considered a little on the strong side for an ale. But you've got nice caramel color, caramel notes, baking spices, and it doesn't have a real heavy alcohol flavor. That said, after you just pour it straight out the tap, you will notice it's almost like a nitrogen-y kind of CO2 gassy kind of note. That does dissipate fairly quickly, though. Yeah, you can tell they did a nice roast on the malt. There's a little caramel bitterness, sweetness. Overall, very enjoyable. And for the price, this is I think it's like one of these kegs here is like about 16, 17 bucks at Costco. Keep in mind your price may vary because you probably live somewhere else than that has different prices. Beer tends to be not regulated as heavily as tobacco, so the overall cost should be relatively consistent. Should be. That's it. I have no idea. Local taxes are going to be different depending on where you are. But overall, considering the fact you get over 1.25 gallons of beer, good beer, with a good, deep, dark, rich flavor, instead of, lager, which may as well be water. For the price, I'd say you can't beat it. Not to mention, you get this nice big huge mini keg, so you get that nice draft appeal, and you don't have boatloads of cans, bottles, and other trash lying around. You just get this one big huge can, and that's the end of it. So overall, I can definitely say would more than recommend. And that was my computer dinging for something. I don't know if that picked up. But yeah. Nice, big, huge can of beer. Good beer. For the price, you can't beat it. By the way, I'm using kind of a strange filter that I kind of didn't know that my actual phone had on it. So it's called Cinematic Camera or something. Anyway, be for nice framing. If it looks terrible, that's why. I'm experimenting with a new camera mode. Beyond that, aside from just a good beer on a cold day in a very interesting container, that's pretty much all I got for this. I can definitely say that I would like to see more of these mini kegs showing up for things like, say, more Newcastles. I know that Newcastle does make one. I would like to see these in like Sapporo, Stella Artois, etc., etc. I'd like to see these mini kegs take off because I think they're really cool, and they have this neat little spigot on there. And like I said, it's just less trash because you just have this one big huge can instead of a 24 pack or 24 pack of bottles. Rattles and breaks and just piles up. Especially if you're having some friends over on the weekend, etc., etc. But anywho, that's just my little wish. Overall, I can definitely recommend the Breckenridge Brewery Christmas Ale, especially since it's coming into the holiday season. Alright, well, that's pretty much it for this. I don't have much else to say, other than if you like this video or any of your video, like, subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know if you like this filter, and let me know if you want me to just maybe ignore doing alcohol reviews because I kind of suck at this. I mean, I have a can sitting on top of 2 humidors. Anyway, like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Other than that, that's all I got. I will see you all next time, hopefully with better weather.